Now in this video, I'll be talking about my personal experiences and the ways that I cure my ear fatigue on a daily basis during my composing or mixing sessions. These tips in no way will cure any kind of medical problems that you might already be facing, and I would highly suggest consulting a doctor if you are feeling some kind of a pain or some irritation in your ears during your production or composing or listening to music in general. So let's jump into my first tip, which is be aware of your hands reaching out to the volume knob. We all have those days when we are kind of reaching out to the volume knob or the faders when we start to hear that the mix is sounding a little less in loudness levels and there are few details in your mix which are not really audible. Now this is because our ears are so sensitive that it gets acclimatized to the new loudness levels, and because of this sensitization we keep on reaching to the volume knobs or the faders to just increase or nudge a bit to hear the final details in your mix. You will see the difference hugely when you take a break, let's say a 5 minutes or 10 minutes break in between sessions if you're like plugging your instruments or something of that sort. But after that, when you come back to your mix, you start to hear the whole mix is pretty loud. So be aware of your hands reaching out to the volume knob or the faders on your mixers and audio interfaces. And that is the exact time that you will know that you need to hold and stop, which is a nice segue to my next tip, which is plan a break routine. As soon as you see yourself reaching out to the volume knob, hold, stop, and take a break. Planning yourself a break routine is very important, and a good place to start is taking a 5 to 10 minute break every hour. Now it totally depends upon individual to individual and their tolerance levels, but a healthy routine would be taking hourly breaks in between your mixing sessions. Sometimes splitting your sessions can also really help. Now, prolonged exposures to high levels of hearing, especially on headphones, can really tire your ear out. It's a muscle at the end of the day, so giving it a proper rest can only help it recover and reset back. Think of it in this way: you use your laptop for a prolonged period of time and it starts to heat up because of all the processing it does for you. So you need to cool it down before it starts to overheat and shut down completely. It's the same thing with your ears. Using it for a longer period of time will only cause some damage to your internal parts and then it will start shutting down. The only difference between your ears and a laptop is that you can replace a laptop if it stops working. Which brings me to the last tip: silence makes for a better sound. Believe it or not, sitting in complete silence can improve your listening levels and can reset your ears back to normal. Now this is my experience and opinion, but sitting in complete silence for let's say an hour can really help cure your ear fatigue. So try cutting all of the noises, no talks, no music, just you, your thoughts, and silence. Now I know a lot of people will have a problem with sitting in complete silence. It's kind of like a meditative sessions, and I know it's a little difficult. So here's what you can do. You can put some kind of a live recording in the background. Put like a rain recording or birds chirping or somebody walking in the forest or just some ambient recording in the background. Put it on a loudspeaker and put the levels just when you're barely hearing. So position yourself in the middle of the room and then place your speakers behind your head near to the wall. You'll be amazed on how big of a difference it makes to your hearing levels and also cures your ear fatigue. But as much as possible, try to sit in complete silence. That about wraps it up for this video. Hope these tips will cure your ear fatigue and prevent them from any kind of damage or hearing loss. As always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you like what I do here and want to see much more videos like this, consider subscribing and hit that bell so that you can stay updated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, cheers.